Hey guys, this is Josh with Trillium Wild Edibles. I want to bring you guys a video review of the Peterson Field Guide to Edible Wild Plants of Eastern and Central North America. Now I've only seen one video review on this book, and it was pretty good, but I wanted to mention a couple extra things that review didn't really cover. So first we're going to go into some of the pros and cons about this book, and then after that we're going to go into why I still recommend this book regardless of those pros and or cons. So without further ado, let's get into the video. First and foremost, as I already mentioned, this is the Field Guide to Eastern and Central North America. That being said, sorry about that, did not mean to bump the camera. That being said, the geographical region covered is right here in this book. Now, this is a good thing because if you're traveling within any one of these areas, there's a pretty good chance you're going to be able to find something to eat as long as you can identify it positively and it is in this book. Some of the plants stick to these more northern ranges, and some of the plants stick to these more southern ranges, and some of these plants only occur in either the far south or the far north. So that's something else to consider. The next good thing about this book is it covers a really large number of plants. As you can see, it says here on the back, more than 370 edible wild plants, plus 37 poisonous lookalikes are described here, with over 400 drawings and 78 color photographs. Now that's a really nice feature to have all in one book that's just a little over an inch and a quarter thick. This is a really nice lightweight book that covers a lot of plants. As you can see, it has quite a bit of detail in the sense of the drawings and the variety. Again, that's a really good thing because there's a good chance wherever you are in Eastern and Central North America, you're probably going to be able to find something to eat as long as you can positively identify it using this book. The next good thing about this book that I want to go into is it has a really unique way of categorizing the plants to make them a little bit easier for you to find as where and when they occur. Now that may give you a little bit of hints. The way it categorizes them in the back is two different ways actually. It does one where it goes through geographical region like seashores, and in each geographical region it will organize the plants by their season, spring, summer, fall, and then fall through early spring. And then it'll go into the next environment or growing region. This is really handy. As you'll notice here under each plant, it actually lists the page number. So you can find, let's say you're by a seashore, you find the spring, because it's spring by the seashore, and you find seaside plantain. So you flip to page 46 and you compare it to what you see there. And that makes it really easy to find plants you may be looking for. Another unique way of categorizing the plants is by food uses. Whether it is candies or flowers or cooked greens, and it does the same thing. It follows by season, and then it also gives you the page number of those plants. So that's really handy to have in the back of this book. The next important thing I wanted to go over about this book that I think is really nice to have is it has this really nice index. As you can see, I've outlined quite a few plants. I started outlining plants as I identified them, and I eventually just kind of quit because I realized I was going to get to the point of underlining everything in the index. So I quit, so you'll notice that. As you see here, there's no more lines. This index is really nice. It gives the page numbers and it gives the colored plate if there's a colored picture. Another really nice feature about this book, it has a 7-inch ruler in the back. It also is measured in centimeters. It also has millimeter ticks. This book has a pictorial glossary of leaves. This is really nice. These each picture gives the botanical term, like toothed, lobed, stalkless, sessile, axil, wing. So you kind of get an idea of what they're talking about whenever they go into the identification features of each plant. And that's a really nice feature to have. Also, one thing that is worth mentioning, in the very front of this book, the author goes through ways to use this book and how he explains how he lays this book out. And this is something that's very, very, very important. He gives a couple warnings. He talks about poisonous plants. He gives you lists of poisonous plants and ones that may cause dermatitis in the front. Tells you that known fatalities are indicated by an asterisk. So that's something really important to pay attention to. Now, just because it says these plants are internal poisons in this book, you're going to find a lot of conflicting information. Some of these plants are very highly medicinal. Golden seal is one of them. So with that being said, let's get into some of the negative things or the cons about this book.